Just how kind of just difficult is that to, when you're not getting them off the field to kind of get into a rhythm defensively?
It's extremely difficult. Obviously we emphasize third down, but we just didn't get them off the field. And I take full responsibility that me being the leader of the team, of the defense and the team, we just gotta be better on third down. So that's point blank period. So we'll address it in practice and work for it for the next game.
And did you feel like your pressure maybe got home a little bit better in the second half, or were you guys being a little passive in the first half? Is there kind of a switch there?
We'll just have to see on film. I can't really answer that question right now.
Other questions? Tom?
Yeah, Hudson, it just seemed like you're under a lot of pressure tonight. Just talk about that and your running of the football and just your game overall.
It's hard for me to say right now without watching the film, obviously, but, I think the biggest thing was just the penalties that killed us in the first half, and, we were shooting ourselves in the foot again, so we got to clean up, areas like that, and, I think we just were in too big of a hole to recover from, and, I thought we came out well in the third quarter, but, it's a four-quarter game, so, that's what we're going to, aim for and try and get better.
Tyrone, the ground game had some success tonight, sort of led by you. Just talk about that. In the third quarter, your attack really sort of showed more life, scoring those 14 points.
I feel like just as an offense as a whole, we came out with a different mentality in the second half. We came out with being more aggressive, being more physical. So up front, they knew exactly what the task was at hand. They did their job, and I just run hard. That's just natural for me. I'm just a hard runner, so I might make one guy, two guys miss, but it really just started up front with the O-line. Then I do a little bit with my feet, and then yeah.
Hudson, there was a key moment in the first half, I think, where Maccabee had a 20-yard run, maybe a long run, and then followed up. There's a holding on that. You have a long run on the same drive, and that's called back by holding. How can this team, it seems like you can ill afford to make those penalties. Do you feel like this is an offense where, once we get that thing cleaned up, it's going to go like a well-oiled machine, because we've seen it kind of work in spurts, but then it seems like you shoot yourselves in the foot when you get some momentum.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, we do it, in periods of the game, but we just got to put it all together all the time, and it's us, it's nothing really that they do. We keep shooting ourselves in the foot, and I think when we can once we put it, all together for four quarters, we're going to be, tough to beat, and we're just going to keep on working. And I know one of these times it's going to click like that, and we'll start rolling. But we'll learn from the mistakes, and just try to get better this week.
For any three of you guys, what's your level of frustration about the fact it does seem to be something different with each game? That's plaguing you in the losses. What's your level of frustration about that, and how difficult is it to try to crawl out of something when it seems to be something different game to game?
There's no frustration. It's easy correctable mistakes like that. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, like Hudson said. So we just got to emphasize it more in practice. It ain't really about coaches, about anything. It's about us. So I got to be a better leader. I got to make sure that we put ourselves in the right position that every time that we step on the field to win a game, because when we're rolling, we're rolling. So I just got to be a better leader and take charge and make sure that we know that if we keep shooting ourselves in the foot, we're going to have outcomes like this. But if we don't, we're going to be really special. So, it's one game. Obviously, we're 0-1 in conference play, so we got 8 more games left. So our future's ahead of us. So I got to be a better leader.
Sanusi, on third down, how do you strike that balance between being as aggressive as you want to be defensively, but also keeping these mobile quarterbacks in the pocket?
We just gotta go to the film room, see what worked in the third and fourth quarter. On third down, we were a lot more successful than we were in the first and second. So we just gotta find out what worked in the second half of the game, and try to emulate that for the next game.
Any more questions? Sam?
Tyrone, if you could touch on the importance of starting strong, where the offense gets the ball first, you have a 3 and out, Wisconsin gets the ball, drives down and scores. How important is that to the early flow of the game, to driving down the field and putting points on the board first?
I think that's extremely important, to be honest with you. As an offensive player, I think that I always want to start with the ball in our hands. I feel like we have an explosive offense. I feel like anytime we're on the field, we have the ability to score touchdowns. I think that's the standard for the offense. When we're on the field, anytime our feet touch the grass, we expect to score. So for us to go out there and not do that, and then that also gives the momentum to the opposing team and puts the defense in a bad position. So I feel like when we do go out there and do exactly what we need to do, score, it brings momentum to the defense and to our sideline.
Any more questions for these guys? All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone.
I appreciate you.